Alrighty guys, welcome back to part 2. Finally got the main part in that I needed. We're going to go ahead and get this installed. That way I can put the transmission back on the engine. So pretty much it just, centers the whole converter. It goes on the crank. So I'm going to go ahead and get this installed. That way I can put the transmission back on here. And I can actually drop the engine and trans together into the Jeep. We also had to relocate the steering shaft a little bit, that way it fits, but everything else is good and ready to go. Like I said, this is the main part that I needed. I still do need the AC compressor, but that's not a big deal. It's already on the way. It should be here tomorrow, I believe. So once that's in, we can put the compressor on the engine once the engine is in. So the main part is getting the engine and trans together. That way I can put the transfer case on, and I can put the transmission mount on, and everything else after that is pretty much easy, plug and play pretty much. There is some wiring involved for the transmission, but I've done it so many times that it's pretty simple now. Some of it is plug and play, some of it is not, but I get the whole wiring diagram with the kit, so it's easy. Oh, it's backwards. But yeah. So stay tuned, guys. We're gonna get this installed, and we should have the engine and transmission in today. All right, guys, we got the bushing installed, sitting flush with the crank, so it's ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and roll the transmission over here, get this engine up, and we should be ready to drop it in. Alrighty guys, we're back. As you can see, we have the engine and transmission in. It went on pretty smooth. As you can see, it's pretty tight for space. The whole, steering shaft, the whole linkage had to shift a little bit to the right with the relocation bracket that comes in the Jeep Speed Shop kit. We also have to install the battery tray for the battery and the fuse box, which is it's a slimmer one, since as you can see, it's not much room on either side really. I'm still debating if I'm gonna leave the washer fluid reservoir on this side or if I'm gonna relocate it to the left. We can either run the 392, Charger, Challenger, the LX intake manifold, or we can run like the regular car manifold that comes out through the front, and we could either route it left or right. So once we get to that, I'll decide which one we're going to use. As of right now, I'm thinking of relocating this to the passenger side and using the original 392 SRT intake manifold. I think it'll look a lot cleaner. What else? I also have to clean up the amp steps and the sub wiring and all of that. I have new hoses that are going to be hooked up to the heater core. What else? I have a 160 thermostat that I do have to install, and of course the whole front clip. I have a new radiator and a new fan on the way. They are upgraded. It's a 3-core radiator with a upgraded fan. The only problem that I think we might have is the space between the pulleys and the actual fan. But once we get to that spot, I'll let you guys know what I'll have to do to make that work. We do have custom AC lines that are going to run from the firewall to the compressor, and the compressor to the condenser. So I have all of that over there. I also have to install the wiring harness, but I wanted to make sure that the engine and trans came in here first without me installing the harness on it. That way I didn't damage any of the plugs or chafer any wires, and then I have to repair a brand new harness. So far, it's coming out pretty good. I think I'm gonna have it ready this week. I do have to install the transfer case and hook up the drive shafts, but that's not a big deal. That's gonna be quick and easy. After all of that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and install a charger shifter inside and wire up the 8 HP. So, like I showed you guys, we have the whole kit right here. Oh, well, also I do have a brand new fuel line. That way it looks completely OEM. So I'll be installing this PCS computer under the center console, running the wiring to the 8 HP and the CAN bus system in the truck. And then that should be it for that. One thing I am forgetting is a oil filter relocation kit. So the oil filter goes down here. Originally it goes straight down, but it could hit the arms. So we're gonna go ahead and get the relocation kit that has the filter coming kind of at a 45 degree. Other than that, we're pretty much ready to go. Everything is gonna be pretty much plug and play, bolt on. So other than a little bit of wiring that we got going on with the 8 HP swap, no big deal though. It should be simple. I've done it plenty of times, so it'll come out pretty good. So this is where we're pretty much at. Enough of all the yapping. Stay tuned for the third part. We're probably gonna be starting it and installing the rest of the parts in the third part. I appreciate everybody's support, all the likes, all the new subscribers. Go ahead and drop a comment on any of the videos, you know, what you'd like to see. If you have any ideas, any comments about this, if you guys would like to see any other type of projects. I do have a project coming out. A new truck that I just picked up. Well, it's a new truck to me. It's a Cat Eye Silverado with a 6.0. So that should be a pretty nice build. I'm still debating if I want to just fix it up and sell it, or if I want to throw a turbo kit on it and make, you know, 750, 800 horsepower and then get rid of it, or maybe keep it as a shop truck. I don't know yet. So once we cross that bridge, we'll decide what I'm gonna do. But for now, like I said, I appreciate everybody's support. Stay tuned for the third part. Peace.